hello, how are we doing? Hope you're doing okay. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, my OBS talks on. I'm a really good streamer. I think I say that at the start of every stream because at the start of every stream something always goes wrong. It's not really promising, but anyway, we're going to choose to ignore that fact, okay? I am a good streamer, definitely. Go off anyway.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Notcry on a misty night.
So,
the march of the wild hunt
I don't remember
sure to drag
No, I do.
Darkness.
We went around serving drinks with Nefer, didn't we? I spent like an hour just serving drinks, and it was low-key kind of boring, but like we still did it, so it's fine, I guess. But now, just to get some medicine, by the way.
Now.
But now in theory.
What's changed since we were gone?
No. We were getting information about the what is it called? The Wild Hunt. Yeah, that's it. Never mind. And about the Phantom. And we like didn't really get much, but we still got enough for it to count as information, I guess. Anyway, we're now delivering medicine to Lauma. Cool, right? Not as much as I'd imagined.
Yeah. If anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Lauma for you.
Oh, it's not also. I was like, hello. By the way, if you see my mouth moving, like, I like leaning down, it's because I'm eating. I'm like, currently eating my dinner. So please don't think I'm like talking and that I'm muted or something. I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb.
Hey there, Lauma. We're back.
How have things been these last few days? Majestic, okay.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this
like,
a lot sooner.
Everyone's glazing on right
I've
now,
been focused
and
on
it's
taking
all
care of
thanks
myself
to you.
these past few days.
No, it's not.
So I'm in a
well,
good
she
place.
did say it was for the Wild Hunt, actually.
And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Thank you for remembering. I forgot about that one. That's
have
like
you
my
heard
whole
anything
thing.
new about that Phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
Oh, we haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it.
Meow. I feel
Sounds
like
like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case,
okay, so we heard something about some of the
come this way.
light keepers. I was gonna say night lights though. Some of the light keepers not giving full information back to like the boss man about like how many wild hunts they've taken down. Like Flynn's is one of them, for example, and I feel like it's something to do with that for some reason. Oh, it's a comet. Oh, it's us. That's us. This is Notcry, so it looks familiar. Because it's the dual star. Is that a shooting star in the sky? No, wait, that's our spaceship.
Is it over already?
Oh, kind of needed more than that, Lauma.
This
sorry.
appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my power allows me to discern.
If we get you closer to the moon or something, does your power enhance? I remember your power enhancing when you had a lot of Guvaki. Can we just go do that or something? I don't know. At least we know where our spaceship landed in Notcry. A star sand shoal, or so it seems. That matches with what Lumine told me. I want to know more. Lumine you mean? Because I remember fake Lumine
Huh?
saying that. I feel.
What's the matter?
I don't think we ever talked to real Lumine about that. Unless I'm mistaken.
The flowers changed color.
These flowers are a reflection of the damselet's power. Does that mean she's in danger? Distressed? I remember that her mentioning she wanted to use the moon marrow to restore some of her power. Paimon.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
How come you don't want to go see the damsel?
Here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Ah, thanks for
Well,
coming all this
okay,
way
I
with
feel
it.
okay.
You've been a huge help.
You could have done a really basic story writing thing here, where you give over the medicine first, then you remember about the damsel needing the moon marrow, and then Lauma goes, okay, well I have to go deal with this medical thing, so you're gonna have to go alone. It's just like the most basic story writing thing they could have done, and somehow, like, don't get me wrong, it's not a big deal. I'm just thinking, damn, they really... I don't even think it's that they don't put much thought into it. I just think, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a translation thing, and that's just, like, it works better narratively, and I don't know. It doesn't really matter, it's just... I just restarted something. It doesn't really matter, it's just
Also,
so random.
if
that
I
they
may,
wrote it
I
that way.
have a feeling that Kuthar
Like, you've had
might
that
be able
perfect
to help you
excuse for her
get
to
a
not
more
come with
detailed
us to
glimpse
see
at the
Kuthar.
memories about your
But
spaceship.
now it just doesn't make sense as to
Oh,
why you
that's true. She's the Kutar after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Actually, before we get off, I do need to post the link in the YouTube channel and Discord. Hang on one sec. Okay. Let's go. What? Hey? Oh, is that where the damsel is staying? Damn, I didn't know it was so far this way. Also, where is the shores of the Stars on the Shoal? So that's where our ship in theory landed. So does that mean that all these parts that I've seen while exploring is these parts of our ship, maybe? That's interesting if so. That could be really interesting. That was a purple. That's not very promising, is it? What does purple mean again? Red means that she's like angry or like wanting to fight. What's purple mean? That she lacks power? That she is sad? I don't remember.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Is she just asleep? Has your condition worsened?
Dizzy.
Oh, that's not good.
It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it?
What?
Hmm? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui.
What's
Can
that?
it help
Yo,
you in any way?
we're getting
And what do you
blessed with the
require
mud
this
crying
time?
voice lines. Let's go.
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
Wait. I'm eating, hang on. Sorry, I thought Zach was going to speak more for me. Has this just become habitual for her, after living in relationships of mutual benefit for so long?
I might need your assistance in the future.
Okay, just because it's like normal to her doesn't mean it's good, right?
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand.
Okay, bro. I don't like the fact that we're using it. Whoa. That was cool.
Back to
Hi,
Earth.
hello, Multi. Hello, how
My
you doing?
thanks.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Bro, she's so cool. And she's hyper, bro. It's actually peak. What did you do? Or maybe, what did I do? What did you do?
The moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this
My
mark.
volume, bro. How do I do that?
It is harmless
Sorry.
and will fade over time.
The
Speaking
moon
of
goddess
which,
is
do
blessed.
you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It
How are
is
you,
the
Multi? You
remains
doing
of
okay?
Arya, goddess
Are you
of
gonna
the
say good so
eternal
far
moon.
again?
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Wait.
Lauma just said it was different from the other...
Custodian. What's a custodian? Oh, as in the person that is holding on to the moon marrow, okay. Now that you got your power back, it's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. Did you know this already? Lauma just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it. Wait. Okay, but then what's what's fundamentally different about this moon marrow compared to other moon marrows? And by that I mean, what kind of other powers does it hold, or is it not? It just
And
happens
she
to
is
be the
correct.
remains of.
When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lauma also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow. Why didn't she see that?
Lauma mentioned that she could only catch brief, blurry snippets. Perhaps that is something only a moon goddess could sense. Pretty much. Well, it's good that you are good so far. But also, I didn't
There
mean
were
to.
once 3 moons in the sky,
I think it's because
each
Arya was the
belonging
moon
to a
with that
goddess
water
who
theme.
ruled over it.
Hell yeah.
But after
Hell
the War
yeah.
of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken.
Alright, I need to reread that. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found, and while the frost moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. And then Arya's died but was found. Okay, got it. Also, side note, if I was a god in Genshin Impact, I'd be the moon god. Moon god with water powers. It's top, what's the word? Top powers? Top design? I don't know, you got me. Anyway, moving on.
As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up.
Interesting.
We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the
there
Frost
rocks
Moon's
on-
power, right?
Yes.
Yes, there are rocks on the
Now,
moon.
a god with a
Obviously.
gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
Hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah, it does. I know that's the same thing. No, it's the same thing. Trust.
You do not wish to become
Yes, I
one?
think.
That's
Wait,
not really the problem
what's this
here.
for you?
Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else?
Well, that's obvious, Batman, because she doesn't want to be the moon goddess. I feel like we've established that. Wait, does this mean at one point the moon goddesses each had their own unique scions? Like, Arya had water-dwelling scions, and the Frost Moon is self-explanatory. Do you like scions? Scions. Yes, I think so. Yes. I can't say for sure, right? But, like, I'd assume so. It makes sense that different people follow different goddesses. Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
Hmm?
What does that mean?
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection.
Somebody
I can
dares
only
reject
guess
you?
that this is
That's
because
crazy.
I too
Or
am a
if I am
moon
again.
goddess. Two moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now
Oh,
then.
because she's of a different
You
power. Yeah.
sure that's gonna be okay? Lauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine.
Wait, so I am
And it's the
literally
wild
the
hunt we're
moon
dealing with
goddess
here.
of the
That's a
Frost
run-of-the-mill
Moon right
enemy.
now.
If it detects the marrow,
The wild hunt?
Aether, I
You
always knew
speak
you
of
were a
that
princess.
phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Wait, do we know this person? I feel like we know this person.
We don't know if the phantom we
I
saw
feel
has
like we know
anything
this
to do
person.
with that,
We've heard
but
that
the
before from the
details kinda
Chasm Quest,
match.
I feel like.
What
That
was
was
his
so
name?
long ago, I don't remember.
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari.
One of the 5 sinners? What's the 5 sin? Gosh, I feel like we know this and I've just completely forgot it. I think what I need to do is watch like a recap on every lore thing that's happened in Genshin. So these reveals make sense. Because I swear, I remember everything that happened in Monster, everything that happened in Leeway, like half or maybe like a quarter of what happened in Inazuma, nothing of what happened in the Chasm, like 80 to 100% of what happened in Sumeru, 100% of what happened in Fontaine, 0% of what happened in Natlan. It's not looking good for me, I'll just say that. Oh, and I don't remember any of the, what's it called, Dragonspine either. There are people who are responsible for the downfall on Conria. Oh. Also, yeah, maybe you should refresh your question. Hey, what are you trying to say? So the 5 sinners are the ones who took down Conria. I thought the Archons took down Conria. I thought the Celestia took down Conria.
Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rarier, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause.
Wait, that's kind of interesting.
Too much information!
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons.
Well, yeah, that... Sorry to burst your bubble, Damselet, but it makes sense why they'd assume that. I know, like as the Traveler knows and Paimon knows, that you do not know everything. However, it makes sense that people would assume you do, okay? That's not like a surprising revelation. To be fair, Genshin has a lot of lore, so it makes sense a few things would slip through the metaphorical cracks every now and again. Yeah, that's true, that's true.
But as I
The fact that I don't remember the whole of Natlan
my
is kind of sad,
prologue
though.
lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the Wild Hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
So, let me get this straight. The Wild Hunt actively got worse after this guy got sent to the dark side of the moon. And we don't think that's a connection, we don't think that's important. That's like the most important thing I've heard. That's like, clearly this phantom thing is Rarier, right?
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even
I
then,
think maybe he wasn't at his full power or
still
something.
defeated
That's why he's a phantom.
Marionette.
Maybe he's gaining power from the Wild
Oh.
Hunt.
What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
Marionette.
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt too.
Whoever this is, it sounds like a problem, considering he both holds the title of a sinner and is also directly linked to the Wild Hunt's worsening. No, I'm sure this guy is perfectly nice and sweet, and we can give him a big ol' hug when he comes back from the dark side of the moon. Why are you?
Did you just laugh?
Is she your friend, perchance? No, oh. Bro, she definitely...
did.
Yeah, you definitely just laughed, bro. Did you
Are
just
you two
lie?
on bad terms or something?
I feel like that was more of a good term kind of laugh.
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
Well, that's
She
cute.
seemed quite
I'd
shaken.
be interested to see the damselet's
Oh,
relationship.
she'll adjust soon enough.
Like how she interacts with them all.
She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rarier would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
What about you?
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you,
Stop
Columina.
asking this poor goddess favors,
Do you
gosh damn it.
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Okay, that is a kind of an
Sure.
important favor. And she said yes so
was quick.
casually. Wow, okay. Depends on if he tries
As
to
I
stop you
said,
first.
This to me is but a
No, he
single
would
ray of moonlight.
No, he would never do
Nothing
that.
to
What?
it.
No.
Give me your
No,
hand.
he wouldn't stop
And
me.
ready yourself.
This is what I saw before, but only clearer. It seems like we landed safely, at least. I'm sorry. What about that is landing safely? That looks horrific. A lot of time appears to have passed. Must have been unconscious or something? I don't know. We're still inside the spaceship. To think we were in there for so long. When did Lumine get out, I wonder? Wait, is that Lumine? Wait, she didn't come from the spaceship. What? But how can that be? No one left the spaceship from the moment we landed. The door hasn't even been opened yet. Oh my gosh, wait, is this to do with the fact that she originates from here or something? Like, with the whole ley line thing? Was it the ley line or Irminsul or something? I don't quite remember. But she said, or somebody said that Lumina originated from here, while we did not. Is that why? Wait.
Where is this?
Oh, my head. Now I'm theorizing. That's so cool.
Ether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
What?
Hey, are you okay?
No, Paimon, I am not okay. What?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time, but Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Guys, I've solved Genshin Impact. Lumine can teleport. That's the only explanation. She had teleportation powers. That's how she got outside without the door opening. And then she ran back. Makes perfect sense. I solved it.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I just told you, Paimon, teleportation powers. Oh lord, I can't even make heads or tails of it. Don't worry. I just solved it for you. Don't worry.
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
There's something seriously strange going on here. I have to get to the bottom of this. But as Nefer said, there'll be nothing to investigate if Nodcry is destroyed first. She does have a good point, to be fair. Listen, I don't like her, but she has a good point.
I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still. Ooh.
Will you need my help?
I feel like we already discussed that keeping the moon marrow with us was the best outcome for both of us. Like, it's not affecting me. And Columbina didn't want it. So why is Paimon like, man, wait, what? Why are you keeping it? Like, I feel like this was always the outcome now. Okay, so what's this whole wild hunt thing anyway? Only time I've heard the name is in relation to a totally different game. Abyss, but on Super Hot Stars, essentially. Yeah, it's like Abyss. You know what? I'll go find some of the monsters to fight and you'll find out. But basically, you kill them and then they, like, don't die. You have to keep, like, hitting until this grey health bar gets to 0 or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Lore-wise, yeah, it's just abyssal
I could
something,
help you conceal the mirror.
crazy strong. Run away.
Good? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task, but I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki. Like this.
Who wants to conceal his presence?
Ooh, looks like a shield.
This feels so soft and gentle, just like the moonlight.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it.
Well, we are the protagonists, so
learn
we'll be able to
quickly.
do it. Yeah, we learn quickly. That's all protagonists, they learn quickly. Yep, called it.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy.
You're a natural.
Could probably be used in
Wow,
self-defense
only
in a
you
pinch,
can pull
huh?
out the hero sword? That's crazy. Wow, you learn so quickly. Yeah, I know, bro. It's because I'm the protagonist. It's like inherent. Thanks for teaching me that.
Are
I don't know
you
why I
always
need to
here,
conceal it,
Carabina?
though.
It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
I dislike strangers.
You dislike strangers so much that you refuse to even take a walk outside in the middle of the night where realistically nobody is around. How did you manage to find the courage within yourself to run away from the Frostmoon Silence and go join the Fatui of all places? Like, that is crazy. What do you mean you dislike strangers? You can't have it both ways, bro. You can't join the Fatui, become the 7th of the Fatui Harbingers, and dislike strangers, okay? It just does not work like that. I'm sorry to break it to you. Oh great, that sounds like a lie if I've ever heard one. Yeah, well, maybe.
Slightly better.
Once this whole business with the wild hunt is over, let's go out for a walk.
Yeah, the Frostmoon Scions have changed
Sounds
since
good
you
to me.
last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I
we
will
just
consider it.
brought up trauma for her. Good job, Paimon.
She seems kind of tired.
Probably hasn't spoken this much in a while.
Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
I feel like she was kind of referring to herself with that one, like with the flower thing. I know, it's cute. But look, she's... Oh, wait. You can visit the Silver Moon Hall from time to time to meet the Damp Alert. So now... Sure. Oh, yeah, that's the Gleam thing. Yeah, I remember that. Great, thank you. So... That's a very cool, like, shot, by the way. I want to, like, take a picture or something. Actually, she was the 3rd of the Harbingers. Oh. Makes sense. She's, you know, a goddess. But, like, still. My bad. Maybe underrated her a bit there. I was just like, okay, if Arlecchino is the 4th of the Harbingers, I don't know why I thought she was the 7th, actually. Where did I even come? Wait, who is the 7th Fatui Harbinger? Yo, remember when we all thought Child was really cool for, like, being the 11th Fatui Harbinger? Laughable. Back in my day. You relate the gist of your conversation with the damsel at Lauma.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news
me neither.
confidential for the time being.
And yeah, I know
it
what
would
it
only
looked like
cause
because of
even
all
more
the
panic
trailers
amongst
and
the
stuff.
people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Wait, who thought that?
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
we don't stick together, we'll be picked off one by one.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition,
Misunderstood my bad.
I believe
Oh yeah, I
that
said
the
Giles,
relationships
not Giles.
between the various
Sorry,
factions in this land are
British dick,
not
I
cast in
guess.
stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Good speech. Thank you.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
Come, children. It's time to offer up your prayers to the moon goddess.
Crumb cracky sounds like a snack. It kind of sounds like crumb cake. Or crumb cookie. Or a mix between crumb cake and crumb cookie. Which sounds like a snack. I know like snacks. I wonder if that's why it's called it. That would make sense. Maybe I've just solved the reason that it's called crumb cracky.
Friendly approach detected. We
Really
meet
important
again.
lore reveal that was.
Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
Yeah, I don't believe
You were
that
there
this
when we
time.
fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is! True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Ruri's super fast? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern.
Your prize
See those
invention in
canisters
effort
over
will
there?
literally get
That's all
to
concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Notcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
Of course, I love war. It means that my business thrives because I make weapons. So of course I love war. Yay! Is what she actually said, by the way. In any case, our firepower needs are in your hands. We'll continue to monitor the Wild Hunt's movements.
Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Wait,
what? Didn't we just see him like half a day ago?
The amount of times
so
that I
new
say
news.
the same lines as
So
Paimon
not many people are in the
is
know. We are
not
only
okay.
informed because we
I
work
don't
together
want
closely.
to be known
And
for
even
speaking
then,
similarly
just
to
now.
Paimon. Then again, the lines are pretty basic, like that kind of thing, so maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. Yeah, still, it's still new news. So not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we worked together closely, and even then, only just now. I wonder if Flynn knows.
I'll send an effort over to Nasha Town with some flowers later.
I need to know how old Aino is,
He
bro.
seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. this gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
In the Wild Hunt, I doubt it if it was in his office and nobody else got hurt. Is Revere actually afraid of the cannon?
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Inefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
Breaking into crime scenes, bro, it's actually my favorite pastime. Why is Hazo in hacking? You know what I could be doing right now? I could be playing Genshin TCG. Even though well, okay. I'm liking it. Stream Queen? Are we okay? Okay, we're okay. Oh. Bullins, buddy, old pal. How did we manage to fall down the one teeny weeny hole that we just didn't need to? Come on, you couldn't even jump that? I mean, that's sad, buddy. That's really quite sad. My respect for you has gone down. You're a big boy, you could have stepped over that and you couldn't even jump. Like, come on. Anyway, I've been playing so much TCG, I was playing it for like... Okay, I was gonna say I was playing it for like 2 hours this morning, which is true, but it's because I needed to grind coins because me and my friends are looking to like doing some casual tournaments, and I was like, damn,
Might as well
okay, I need to
try
actually
squeezing
like
blood from a stone.
get some more cards and stuff. It was out of obligation, okay?
When did you?
I came over to take a look
it
as
was
soon as I
pretty
received the
enjoyable, I
news
can't
just
lie.
now. I know told you about this then?
Yes, while we were passing by the craft shop.
Before
Also,
we
could people tell
start,
me if my
shall we
mic
see
is
if we
okay?
made the
Because I
same
checked
guess?
the Genshin stream that I previously did, like a few days ago, and my mic was super duper quiet. So please let me know if it's okay.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled
Sounds
for
good to
any
me.
clues
Okay,
once
thank
we
you.
get in. No need to
I
jump to
appreciate it.
conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Hi, bro. Say so. Oh, on here. Oh, that's where we came from. Oh my gosh. You actually get to see a death in Genshin Impact. You actually get to investigate a murder scene. Ah, murder mysteries are my favorite. That's why I liked Fontaine so much. I'm not even gonna lie. It's because it was a big murder mystery. Oh, heck yeah. I mean...
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but
so sad.
you sure do come prepared.
I just mean...
Shit,
I mean, it
my
is sad.
old
Don't get me
friend.
wrong. It is
Fill
actually
us
sad.
in, if you would.
But I am pretty
Greetings.
excited to
If
do a
you
murder
would
mystery,
allow
I
me.
can't lie.
The murder happened not long ago. The sergeant major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
It could have been Revere in disguise, like how he turned into Lumine. I think it was Flynn's. No, I don't know.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
You know, it's funny because as soon as this guy says that somebody saw Flynn's leave and enter, that immediately makes me go, okay, so it's not Flynn. Oh, so sad. That could have been interesting.
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
Okay, here's what happened. Thingy knew he was going to die. I forgot his name, I'm really sorry. But the dead guy, he knew that somebody was after him and this information that he had gotten, okay? So he called over his most awesomest lightkeeper, his most trusted lightkeeper, Flynn's, right? And he's like, Flynn's, something's up. I feel like somebody's coming after me. I need to hand over this information, essentially, so it doesn't die with him. So Flynn's comes, he receives this information, he leaves. There's a short interaction, that's why he comes and goes. And right after Flint leaves, the murderer comes, okay? The murderer comes, and it kills the guy, because they're like, you have information you shouldn't have, you know something that you shouldn't have, right? So they kill this guy, the dead guy. They killed the dead guy, okay? And now Flynn's is in hiding with this information, and that's why he hasn't come back to the crime scene, because he doesn't know who's after him. Or he does know who's after him, and he knows it's one of the lightkeepers who are after him, and that's why he can't come back when the lightkeepers call him. Boom, just solved the murder. If it's actually that, oh, clip it, bro. Clip it and ship it. I solved this murder before I even know what's happening. I watch a lot of murder mysteries, and if it's not that, then...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job.
idea of what happened was
Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Or a lantern or something.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Sergeant Major died to a lantern being bonked around the head. That would be pretty incriminating for Flint, I can't lie. But if it's just a spear, then it's like...
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
For his life? I don't know. The first time I met Flint, I did notice that there was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Okay, this might be a crazy ass theory. This might be like a out the ball kind of theory. But you know how Flint's lantern turns red every time you go up to an enemy? Now that I think about it, that power was somewhat similar to the abyssal energies I've encountered before. Okay. Crazy theory. But what if? Because Flint's lantern also turns red when he goes up to enemies. And we do technically know, as by we I mean me, technically know how Rerir looks because of some of the trailers that I've watched, right? Or not necessarily trailers, I forgot if it was in a trailer or if it's just like some splash out that I saw, I kind of forgot. But I've definitely seen his design before. And it's red. It's like black and red. And it's abyssal energy. So, okay, so what if Flint's lantern has something to do with Rerir? Now, why the hell Flint's lantern would have something to do with Rerir, I do not know, could not tell you. But, that's my theory. In worst case scenario, Flint's might be an entirely fabricated entity.
Let's approach the issue this way.
So cool.
First, we must determine our culprit. Was
It would have been
Flint's
cooler if they
or
didn't
Rerir
release
in
Flynn's already.
disguise?
So then it's actually like a mystery whether he's a real character or not. Well, I guess to be fair, this Flynn's in particular could have been fake all along, and then real Flynn's is still a real person and he comes into the picture later in the story. That could also be very cool. But Genshin Impact isn't cool enough to actually do that, so yeah. It's got to be the latter. Wait, first we should determine the contract against Flynn's or in disguise, it's got to be the latter.
Yeah. What reason would Flynn's have to murder Sosie anyway?
Well, we don't know. That's why we've got to investigate, bro. Like, duh.
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it were Riri, though, his motives would be just as unclear.
Yes, but there's
I'm telling
one
you, I
thing
solved this
worth
murder
noting
already.
here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
The likelihood of that is so
Precisely.
unbelievably low
In
that
other
it's
words,
like,
his
especially
goal
in the
must have been worth
times
the
that he's
risk,
been doing it. Like,
similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow.
no, I feel like
He
that was
likely
also high
knew
risk.
then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time.
So she's saying the Flynn's that appeared on that night was a fake Flynn's. But then, was Lumine real? I thought Lumine was the fake one. But you're telling me Flynn's was the fake one? Wait, so Lumine was real? So we actually met our sister in Nordcry?
We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself.
Yes,
Not
we
yet,
can.
at least.
Of
And
course we
there
can.
are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Yo, I know they didn't do that, but that would have been such a cool twist. Like, damn. Like, you know that they didn't do that because Flynn is a playable character. And Rerir has his own design, so it, like, doesn't make sense. But damn, that would have been a cool twist. Regardless, we have to find it.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret?
Pretty sure that the Lumine we met in trying to get the Moon Marrow the first time was a fake. But then why is Nefa saying that the Flynn's... I guess, to be fair, Nefa was saying that's the possibility, there's a possibility that the Flynn's there was a fake. But I think I feel very confident that it was Lumine who was fake. No, I don't feel confident at all, actually. I take that back. I do not feel confident at all. Excuse me, how would you even begin to impersonate a dead guy convincingly for that long? Is it some kind of identity theft magic? Well, I think two things. One, if the guy is dead, then you have a very long time to get into character, you know? You can, in theory, live as this guy for however you want and not go into public too much until you feel confident that you've mastered his, whatever they're called, movements, you know what I mean. Or any changes that were made, you could just chalk up to having a life-changing experience, I guess. I don't know. Also, Flynn's is a very quiet person. That was my second point. So it's not like there's a lot to impersonate to begin with.
Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people.
Why not do, actually?
Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more opportunities to capitalize on.
What I will say is I don't like the fact that they're assuming Flynn's didn't do this. Because that's not the way you handle murder investigations, first of all, but just investigations as a whole. There is evidence pointing to him. That does not make him guilty. He is equally guilty as he is unguilty. But you guys are speaking as if he's unguilty, okay? Same with Rarier, he's equally as guilty as he is unguilty, because there's no evidence technically pointing to Rarier, but you're assuming he's guilty. That's not how investigations should work.
And think about it. Once people learn
Everybody
that he can masquerade
is
as those
neutral,
they trust,
and
they
the
continue
evidence
to welcome friends
is the
into
thing
their
that tips
homes
it in
with
one
such
direction a
open
little bit,
hearts?
and it kind of stacks like that, you know? If you got like 2 pieces of evidence for Flynn's being guilty, and 1 piece of evidence for Flynn's being not guilty, then, in theory, it's still 1 to the side of being guilty. Now, obviously, evidence has different weights to them, so that 1 piece of Flynn's being not guilty could weigh 3 parts, and you still have 2 parts of him being guilty, but then you're still left with like 1 piece of him being not guilty, so it's weighing more toward him being not guilty. That's always how I viewed, like, how evidence and guiltiness works. And then, even if you have all this evidence saying, like, you know, he's slightly more likely to be not guilty than he is to be guilty, that still doesn't necessarily mean he didn't do it, because that's just the evidence side of it. Then you still have, like, motives and, like, opportunity and that kind of thing, and that's a whole other thing. It's so interesting.
Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
I really like murder
We
mysteries.
should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in Flint's too lightly.
Yes, Nefer, thank you.
This
That's the
light
smartest
source
thing
is
you've
of special
said.
Lightkeeper design.
I really do
It
dislike your
provides
personality.
illumination within
Thank
wild
you, I
hunt
appreciate
anomalies,
that.
and can
My
briefly
respect for you
dispel
has just
the
gone a
abyssal fog
smidgen
within.
bit up.
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Tiny bit awkward running around as Flynn's when currently accusing him of murder, but you know, it's fine, I'm sure. Yeah, let me run around the side instead.
Whoa! The Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go
Why has it
see!
suddenly gone dark?
Monsters!
Oh, these are the wild ones. You see their grey health is because if you kill them, then keep going with the grey health.
Absorption test.
That's not Flint's lighting though.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device.
Looks like the thing that...
Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Interesting. There's going to be another lantern device.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that?
No, I just don't trust that. I don't trust that as Flint's. I just don't.
Sleep beckons.
It's too badass. I don't... He might be in danger. I just don't think he'd sound like that if he was actually genuinely shouting that out. You know what I mean? Like, you can be badass and still shout for danger. I just don't think he'd sound like that if he's shouting for danger.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern!
Just like... Being, hello? Okay, well I don't know if it worked, did it? Really do. No. That's really unfortunate. I'm spamming it, I really was. Lantern here. Yeah, well, good. Oh, this is so cool, what?
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool.
Okay.
You again.
This is kind of cute when he's
Stronger than before. Lantern now!
Is that weird? Oh, okay! Yes!
What?
You can see me with what I'm doing. Oh, something to do. Okay, yo! Oh, fight scenes, badass as hell.
It escaped again.
What?
This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rara out
Yo.
there all by yourself.
So damn cool.
That vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, he's kind of cute when he's little, I can't lie. The Wild Phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has an empty home. So what happened with your lantern then? He said it was my yo. I thought that the Phantom came from Flender's lantern, but maybe it just has something to do with it. Kind of a crazy show.
You don't look so good.
Oh no, I think I just said it has something to do with
Sorry you had to
so
see
I
me
was
like this.
correct.
All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid.
No worries. No worries.
To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask
Yeah,
what
we're the
magic that
protagonist,
was?
I won't worry about it.
Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. Just my constitution, I think. Or, you know, the moon marrow, which literally makes me a moon god right now. You know, that could also be to do with
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory.
Let me get this straight. When on a Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores. One of its cores? What do you mean by that? I'm assuming you just mean you accidentally smashed a lantern. You sensed power, or smashed the lantern and you sensed power surging within it. That was once familiar relationship. Whilst I joked, the traveller was able to purify the abyss long before we got the moon marrow. Ah. Oh yeah, right at the beginning, like with Devalin. Wait, you're so right. Oh damn. Well, that's going to be coming up again, I guess.
I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there.
We're always putting together pieces of
they began
Rhyria.
slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be
Unintentionally, poor guy.
dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rara claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur.
I'm kind of
And here's the
disappointed it was
kicker.
all an accident. That
Before he
putting
was
these pieces of Rhyria
exceedingly
together,
weak.
but-
In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment.
Why did you hide?
And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
Did you by chance hide it with the sergeant, and then you sensed something was wrong and went to retrieve it, and then Rhyria came and killed the sergeant, realised the sergeant didn't have it, and then went after you again? Did I actually call this? Oh my gosh, I might have just solved this murder before it even happened, wait. This object contaminated by the abyss. Why carry it on your person?
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
No, bro, I just would have asked for help. Like, I'm sorry, I understand where you're coming from, but you're still not clever. You're still not clever because that's still not the correct thing to have done.
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants.
No, don't throw it away, just ask
Exposing
for
yourself
help.
to its
Go
corrosion
up
and
to
growing
your
weaker
most
by the
trusted,
day.
strongest
That
person.
sounds super
Be like,
dangerous too.
yo, so I've got this like
Only
abyssal
those who
lantern
shoulder
thing,
risks
abyssal
are
crystal thing.
qualified to welcome in
Do
the
you know
turning
anybody
of
that
the
can help?
tide.
Like,
Those who
they might
flee
have
when
actually
troubles
pointed you in
come
my
are nothing
direction,
more
Haki.
than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way,
You're so welcome.
it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Yeah, you're currently being accused of murder, buddy.
Well, no.
Sorry to spring this on you after you just like was fighting for your life and you were clearly quite hurt. But yeah.
Ah. I see.
Can you think of any reason why Rerir would try to frame you? Why are we confident that it's Rerir? We still no. We still have zero evidence that it was Rerir.
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Oh.
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so
At least
fast
they're
then.
not dead.
But if Rerir could have
Sure,
shapeshifted
sure.
into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be
If you killed
familiar
your
with
master,
Sergeant
I'd
Major
expect
Sosi,
a little tiny weeny bit more remorse.
but he put his heart and soul into
Sadness.
every mission.
Oh,
Our deployments
on,
are
he's doing it
subject
right
to
now, I'm
orders
happy.
from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh,
ooh, I spoke
But
way too
every
soon.
year
I'm
they
so
would
sorry.
say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
Good storytelling. That got me a bit. Wow. I'm a bit sad now. I'm so sorry that I doubted your sadness, Flynn's. It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh.
Yo, he's kind of baby girl, I can't lie.
At least we now
I'm
know
beginning to
that
like
he's looking
Flynn's.
for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
He must have had some information
Could
about
Rere be
Antelli.
angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably, but you're a suspect in this case. Well, we know he didn't do it now, so
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our
Lynn's gonna
way.
put on the classic disguise of a cap and some sunglasses. Can't wait to see it.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's
that's
us.
us.
Oh my gosh, I always say the same thing. Oh, it's a problem. It's an actual problem. It's a problem. Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple of things we'd like to take a look at.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Did you find anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work.
We'll do our part too. Alright, we're going in. See you later.
Delaying tactics? What do you mean by that? Like she's delaying us from entering, or like that she's not revealing everything to us? Or are we talking about Nefer? I think we're talking about Nefer actually.
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter.
He's probably gonna enter through a
how
window.
we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later
Turn
on.
into a shadow. I don't know. It's Flint's, bro.
Something the matter?
There's like a secret entrance somewhere. There's strange lights by the window.
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern.
He's gonna enter through the window.
Where is he exactly?
Oh yeah, he's in his lantern.
Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out
That's
loud.
cute.
You never said you could
Bro,
do
I have a
magic like
problem.
that.
Now that's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
Yeah, I'm a protagonist.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm a veteran adventurer, that's why. What you just did? Surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment.
Oh, that's
Our
a
time
fun
is
story
limited
quest
after
thing,
all.
I guess. I say this.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flint's lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in
Dude,
Noshotel.
identity theft
You would have
magic.
no reason whatsoever
Right,
to pick
you were
quarrels
actually
with
right.
individual
Wait,
ants.
I was wrong.
Let's look again more closely.
I hate being wrong.
We must leave no stone unturned.
Unfortunate. They said that the crime scene investigation is already complete. There should no longer be a need to keep this place exactly as is. I mean, it's kind of suspicious if you don't, but okay.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
However, despite a very thorough search,
When we
new
fought, he
clues
seemed like
emerged.
quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating.
That's all. We really tried every angle, found every clue. Why, one of his gloves missing? Is that a stylistic choice? Hey, Amon, look at the flashing lights on his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine.
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right!
Oh, that's a cool twist.
If only there was
That's a
some way to
pretty cool
prove it.
twist. If something needed maintenance, you'd go register it with Nashatan's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, the Soci that
I know where he
were
lives.
repairing the cannon with.
The
was actually
situation is
Rerir.
critical,
that
so
what
let
was
us
it?
now take up the role of uninvited
Whoa.
guests ourselves.
That's pretty good, to be fair.
Ah, yes. And one more thing.
And was Soci, the real
Remember
Soci
to
here,
pick me up
was he
by the
dead for
window.
a while? Oh, yeah, sure, buddy. And was the real Soci dead for a while then? No, I feel like we'd know. Like the body would be more, I don't know, you know what I mean.
Anyway. Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It
You could
is
say that.
indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true?
We can return to
You know
that in
what?
this current moment.
Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us
Think it
with
was
some very
dead.
crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
Sad.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
That is kind
8
of crazy.
days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means that the only thing he did associate by the cannon.
This also has me
Yeah,
stumped
why
for the
would he
moment.
fire the cannon?
The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Been on edge for too long, it seems. Yeah, I'm super sleepy.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break.
Okay, and
Seems
we're
like
sure the
there's a
cannon
lot
still
left to
actually works.
investigate.
Well, we were
We'll have
going
to
around
fight for
fixing
Rear
it that one
eventually.
time, and then find
And we'll do a
so
poor
yeah,
job
so
if we're not well
pretty,
rested.
pretty confident that it works. Yes.
You should totally get some sleep first.
on to rest in Nashatown. Your residence is quite far away. You want to come back to my room?
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well,
Like,
guess
even
we'll
if you
just
have nothing to hide,
pick
it's
you
awful.
up as usual.
That
It's
would
like
be
your
good.
virtual space,
Yes.
you know.
Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
I mean, don't mind if I do. Damn. You're coming back to my room then, yeah?
Inside.
Just
We
to
can
save you
finally
some
take a
cash, of
breather.
course, and for no
Okay,
ulterior
Paimon.
motive whatsoever.
In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rhea seems fixated on you. And you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
Oh, he's
This
a thing,
race
that's
is
why
no
he's
longer of any
talking.
importance,
Right.
but they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
So you're a
We've
fairy?
heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
So you're a fairy? Aww.
I once turned my heart toward humanity.
Hold on, this guy
And
is
thus
fake.
did I experience loss.
Apparently.
I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
New story. I like that. That was a good little piece.
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while.
How was he able to wear this much white metal then?
But
Generally
I
fades
was
when
freshly
people
awoken,
have what is essentially
my
a
powers
really
were
bad
limited.
allergy to the stuff.
I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried
It's
the
the
fallen heroes.
Genshin phase, so it's different.
That was the origin of the final
obviously.
night cemetery.
I don't know how, but obviously they're different. And that's why you chose to become a light keeper.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Oh, he's so
Well,
cute.
I believe it.
Either he
Besides,
is slowly dying, or
I'm
Genshin
well
Trade
past
is
the
probably
age
true.
when one might believe in things
bit
that
of
must
both,
be
you know.
done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Right, the residence
Do
that
we
has
even
been
go back there right now?
shuffled through.
Won't there be Rat Nikki watching it?
Maybe as long as it's not directly touching.
Thanks for the reminder.
Oh yeah, that could
I
also
believe
be true.
they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
And he
Alright
has
then,
secret passages
we'll
in his
trust you.
house. I mean, I guess so. Would explain why
We
he was
sure ended up chatting for a while, huh?
true.
I'm super tired now.
I thought it was just because he was,
You
you
know,
know,
feels like we can
off.
breathe easier. Now that we know you
emo,
better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Don't worry. I won't say a thing.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Wait.
Finally, we can rest.
You're not coming back
Let's
to my
go get some
room?
sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
No. I could stay here. I could stay here.
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night, both of you.
Gosh. Oh, I'm so tired that I accidentally fell on your bed. So unfortunate. Honkshoot. I tried. I really tried. Okay, I gotta pop out for a bit. Be back soon. Oh, I'm probably gonna end now anyway, but thanks for coming along.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day.
But I'll end now because bro, something is gonna happen. Like, I know it. That is the kind of thing that Genshin would do. They'd like pretend you're gonna go to sleep and then that's when everything happens. And you know how I know that? Because that's what happened in the last stream. That is literally what happened in the last stream. Every time. It's like, okay, time to go to bed, and then everything kicks off. Okay, so I'm going to take that as my leave, I think. Because I'm also awfully tired and want to unironically go to sleep myself. So yes. Or the cannon blows up and /all starts shooting its allies. Oh, in the middle of the night? It's very possible. Yeah, I wonder what Rerir wants to do with the cannon. Like, that's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I don't know. I guess we'll... Oh, what the heck? I guess we'll find out. Right, thank you very much for coming along if you did. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.